we weren't expecting mercy.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Raphaeus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the seafloor shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom. Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this, too, is Lord Phasus' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Was all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of the new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
I suppose 'tis so.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the Dragon's design? Then I bid ye farewell.
Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
Leave the finding of equipment in... enhancing... All told, I'm not pleased. Dispense with the formality.
troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Well met, sir. Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We are... for excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure. That's quite enough.
Welcome. Well met. Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case. Tis a queer sensation, as though time's flow has been altered.
'Twould seem this is no longer the world we know.
You're the Arisen. I am to inform you that Lord Phasis requests your presence as to whether you heed him.
If I can, but that's a tech.
Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Laz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. Indeed. Then in your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate, and speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank now. If you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
So you're here. Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phasus lamenting that he be reduced to aiding you. But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such triviality. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, perhaps you will join. 'Tis all the same. Either way. This world needs no Arisen to save it. Such is Lord Phasus's creed and mine.
This might contain useful information. Let's...
have a look then. During my time... I'm with Lord Phases. I found myself in a strange state of being. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the... Many thanks. I appreciate the...
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... Do come again!
This looks as good a place as any.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world? Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent Kin. Let us aid him however we may.
Of course.
I've got time for a natter if you do.
So, we meet again. How goes it?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I could forget this far from comfortable.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chamber. However, I cannot bring myself to leave my own mother behind. If I cannot convince her, I mean to remain here and share in her fate. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Queen Regent Disa, between you and me, I fear...
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose that is only to be expected. I fear you loathe me. I fear you...
Even the best of us has its limits. I'll make a living if I get myself into it. Now, one must take the fight. Such would that all my days were so.
I'll not stand for this.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again.
Begging your pardon, son.
Be gone with you, rough. And if you... Be gone with you. And if you think I'll surrender, I require the use of...
At last! Is this enough?
I go where fortune whispers.
What brings you to the encampment? It is a miracle you're still alive. Though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. The smith, Gustava, is well, suffice to say, she'd have naught to do with us. I can only hope that she will be more and while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
Right you are. Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment. A ballista is a ranged weapon.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. Given our current vocations, we've little use for arrows, but we might as well take them.
They are hardly a burden on our packs. Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I've supplied the body with magic aplenty, yet seen nary so much as a twitch. Furthermore, I still cannot fathom why Talos sought to obstruct us in the first place. Could it be 'twas influenced by the Worldform? The being with whom you supposedly made contact in the sea's depths? And if so...
Yon statue. 'Tis a remnant from that which sank to the sea's floor.
With its massive stature, its hands are like to reach the very sky.
Leave me be. I must think a while. Come what may, Talos will rise.
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
The statue can be moved! It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here.
At least I go, knowing I've...
If we share our strengths...
did you do? Never mind. We have greater concerns.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Tis good you lessen the load you carry. A lighter step can make all the difference in battle. Astonishing. It repelled the red clouds.
But now the statue is broken. A shame, really.
This was your doing, was it not? I'll not pretend to understand, but you have my gratitude. It was enough to give me hope of snatching this world from the jaws of ruin.
Truly, the strength of the mortal will ne'er ceases to amaze.
You seem distracted. Is aught amiss?
Perhaps you believe destruction to be my goal. That I seek to bring an end to this ill-begotten world. However, naught could be further from the truth. In this world, I exist only to observe, to read all that unfolds.
Arisen? Could it be that the world forged addresses you even now?
Well, well. 'Twould seem that this man is aware of my presence, if only in part.
I confess I know not what you are, nor do I care. Be you a transcendent being of a piece with the divine, or only an observer keeping watch on us from afar. Know this. You have no right to deem this world a mistake.
He bears a will strong and true. Had he but chosen a different path, he would have made a fine Arisen. Yet, there is no sense lamenting what might have been, for that title has lost all meaning. After all, what need is there for Arisen in a world coming apart at the seams?
You underestimate mortal kind at your peril. Mark my words. The day will come when I divine the truth of this world. And on that day, I shall free it from its yoke, from the burden of this loathsome dogma of dragons!
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
You push your luck too far.
There's no easy thing.
Lost. That's enough.
What a prize. Sack acquired. Come on, put up a line, son.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Where do you think you're going, eh? Get back here.
Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here. Watch for the hobgoblin. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
No less powerful.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Well now, whatever brings you here? You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
A result to be proud of.
Care to feel the wind on your face? Jump up, and I'll send you flying. To think Talos would topple our foe. I witnessed the feat with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it.
Dare I say it? You trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us select one everything.
Am I properly equipped for this situation? Mayhap I ought to find a new weapon.
We are under attack.
Hear that thundering gate? 'Tis a Cyclops.
I'm gonna eat you.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
Go on, run. I enjoy the chase.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
Stop! Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. There's aught to be found there. Can you not see it?
We ought to take a closer look.
Wouldn't say no to a nice Jew. Oh no! Would you be so kind, the Smith's wife, Cleuna? Would you be the Smith's wife, Cleuna?
The world's gone top.
Supping at my desk again.
Well, here we are. How long before the
Would you find, sir, let him know that we'll wait?
Sir.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must... It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Indeed. You are correct. Might not the seafloor shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
Still, 'tis easier said than done. The people may not believe us, even should we make our case.
Fancy meeting you. Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get him to safety.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
True enough.
That is not my duty.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamond's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending...
Right you are.
If it happens again.
far more powerful than any monster we have yet encountered.
Unflinchingly, however fearsome it may be.
Come, let me grant you wings.
Quick, douse the flames!
I've got hold of the enemy.
I can tell. All together now. We attack as one.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Even the Arbaheart could not safeguard this place from the Fiend's onslaught.
Lightning will give us an advantage against it.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Fiend moves nimbly by clinging to the terrain. Try to keep it within your gaze at all times.
If we can get in close enough, it might become a standstill. We might just be able to climb upon it.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Alan.
Give me a wrist. I shall see to it this does not happen again.
Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
By your leave.
Defeated. Here's hoping this will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
Eroman.
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess.
The sky glows red with fury. Carium, kemen rostindo me morvea curuir. You no palan lome meltol. I am called De. My brother taught me to speak your I learned the words, but others of your kind. Oh, but I cannot stay.
Alacarium.
Ronde minita.
I fear for the Arbor. It would seem there is far more at stake.
My friend, when word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easy. Nonetheless, we can but try.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
Indeed, you are correct.
Nun be oyanda atar.
Vindelnar, Ne veo norwende lis kemen. Moriven lis irumar mel...
Kasinke telpi nun finaler. Nun karilm ilmen arkael. Silver ailanme.
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Lungtena peli telume.
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so... If only the Arbor heart were restored to health.
Ail, falamo ne metani.
Ne ingadina
Keminindo?
Fallo matari nun fear.
Nun ve oyonda ata.
Non fe nimbawit.
Nun ve oyonda ata.
My the Arbor heart, she is called. She is nature's very... We have always lived in harmony, yet, day by a special kind, called Gwifentia. In once, a dwarf... Now, do you know of this... If you find any?
You can always...
In your tongue, it is...
Now, scale cinder is a byproduct of the Batali smithing style.
If you see him on your journey, will you let me know? In your tongue, it is called...
If we mean to continue to our destination, then permit me to alter our route. We've a shorter one available to us.
Now. Fairmore. Finn. Tarma. I fear Pella in
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all. Bring life to my old bones. Got some work for me? More than my life.
Aye. What? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So the blacksmith ought to grant us some Gwefentia in exchange for Nutriarb. Shall we inform Miss Derun of this, Master? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
You have our...
To think that the world could shift so suddenly and so utterly. 'Tis a frightful thing.
It seems the world is to be brought to an end. We cannot allow this to come to pass.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying. Always a pleasure.
What do you think?
If you desire a new look...
This is more than...
Seems this old man's tired.
Beg pardon, sir. Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be just...
Yeah?
My services don't... come cheap. You're welcome.
Or you need a
A customer, then. That changes things.
So the blacksmith ought to grant us some Gwefentia in exchange for Nutriarb. Shall we inform Miss Derun of this?
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
Right, just follow me.
Consider the time one might save, and ferry stones quickly prove themselves an efficient means of travel.
'Tis no great shock to me.
Never did I dream you would grow so mighty, Arisen. You're a...
Have you found Gwefentia? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriarb. Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriarb is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Grafentia. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. Bring them to me, and I will...
Rotten fish.
Do you have the ingredients? Oh. I would like to
Morivin.
The language of the elves is entirely foreign to me. Yet from their manner, I gather they are a proud people.
Let us endeavor not to give our hosts any reason to doubt us further.
Nun ve oyunda atar.
Nelis Kaliel. Fa al asil non via palan. My tinefir meltol.
Ilem nun les canalin kalia lum.
Nambawi, lis winan min.
Ilem nun les canalin kalia lum. Intal ne malanta. Ilem nun les canalin kalia lum. Intal ne malanta.
Ayu, fanamo ne metane.
Ilem nun les canalin kalia lum. Nalanta? Ilem nun les canalin Kalia lum. Intal ne Nalanta? Intal ne Nalanta? Intal ne Nalanta? Intal ne Nalanta? Ilem nun les canalin Kalia lum. Intal ne Nalanta? Intal ne Malanta? Isolot Fanu Nandawin Le Karen. Malanta? Ilem nun les canalin Kalia Lum.